I saw one blogging site, and he was trying to address Pastor Tommy.
I want to talk about Tommy. Tony recently made a video, and I wanted to just put this video out.
I don't see any of the disciples in church. Prophet Racine was not there. Chris was not there. Angela was not there. Yinka was not there. Anne was not there. We didn't see any of them. And I said, Prophet Racine, be careful, so that this marriage will not take you away from the SCOAN.
On how he was tackling the issue of disciples, the latest disciples that were in SCOAN, why they were not there in the commemoration service. Well, every denomination, let me talk about it from a doctrinal point of view. Every denomination has regulation. That is why if you register any ministry in any continent, register it with the government. There is one thing they will first ask you, one thing, to provide constitution of the organization. And by providing constitution of an organization, there is always something that follows the constitution, not just the undertaking of the constitution. There will be a goodwill of the people that are led through the same structure to come up with a manner. In theological studies, I know he also have studied this, and anybody who's gone to do theology, philosophy, and any course related to Bible studies or religion, you will understand this, that there is structure of what we call dynamics of ministry that's specific to Christianity and urban Christian studies. This one does not alter the constitution, but it only powers, it's like a memorandum of understanding within the ethical order of leadership, that there is a certain level of respect that should sound. And I've studied bloggers so far from South Africa and bloggers from West Africa, especially in Nigeria. The bloggers from South Africa, they quite have a problem with the structure of discipleships many times, because there is this respect. It's a mutual respect between the higher and the lesser. Bible is talking about this very well, that the higher will bless the lesser. That means God respects all of us, but it does not matter. There is something someone has that is in a higher positioning, in grace level, than another person. Now, what I'm talking about is, for example, when we see, even though it is Old Testament, because this principle cuts across the Bible, it's all written, inspired by God. The Bible is fully inspired from Genesis to Revelation. We can talk about Abraham and Lot. Abraham and Lot were undertaking into a certain level where they now could coexist in one space. And by the fact of coexistence in one place, the employees, that is the servants of Lot, now took it so far, and they see, we are very much equal. Your master and our master, Abraham and Lot, they are equal. And for the same time of the equality, we servants are also equal. We are stated to the same rights of performance and of power. And so they resort into talking about some things. And by that clash is what made an agreement that, oh Lord, if you will stay here, I will go. If you decide to go, you select either part. I mean, I'm trying to talk about positioning, divine positioning. Now, the disciples, I call them former disciples of SCOAN. They were not just disciples of TB Joshua. I can tell this thing and I say this thing every time, and this is how I come with it. It is not a coincidence. They are not just disciples of TB Joshua. They are disciples of an institution, organization that have structures. That means there is a structure of grace flowing. This anointing that God gave to Abraham, God gave this anointing that God gave to Moses. He said the anointing will flow from the top, moving down, flow through the chin. In fact, the description follows the chin. And then the chin, that oil drops down into the robe, then flows down to the sandals. That means, and then they continue to say the same factor, that this is not just a drop, drop, or rather you can call it any other name. You know, English is comes up in a different way. So you come from that atmosphere and you will see that God honors levels. In any way, it doesn't matter how you speak about this. God honors levels. I can tell you God honors levels in every factor, in every capacity, in any institution. And that's why even in heaven, there are levels. Even satanic kingdom, there are levels and ranking. I will never back out from this truth. There are levels and banking. Someone has to listen to the other. Or if they have to speak, someone has to bring suggestion. So Pastor Tommy was speaking about this, and I know it is true. It doesn't matter. They were not there. And if they were not there, they were supposed to be there. It's not a matter that they had to be there. But with the ethics of grace, the ethics of ministry, they were supposed to be there. At least, even if they were not recognized, let them stay back. I know, even me, I can feel bad, if, especially you people, sometimes you come in the comment section, I'll be shouting. You don't know how we take this one. Sometimes this one is a lack of discipleship that we see sometimes. You come from nowhere and you find people are talking gently. Even if something is wrong, you take a seat first and you be talking about this, etc., etc. That's just my sentiment. I've just sent it across. Timothy Profitable, this is Blevoy. See you in the next episode.